I never wanted to be a painter whose work hung in important galleries. I'm a storyteller, pure and simple. Whenever I think of art, it's really part of a storyline. You can't help what you are. I'm hardwired for story. My name is Judy York, and I'm an illustrator. I like everything to have a magical feel. If you look around you in nature, it's there. When a deer comes to the property, I don't see it as a whole lot different from a unicorn. C.L. Wilson has done an absolutely marvelous job of creating a crossover fantasy that has the richest, most yielding, melting moments. She really gets it. The Lady of Light and Shadows and Lord of the Fading Lands express very well the sense of magic I like to capture. I have created that with fairy dust. It's a sense of light, like she's in a mode of light descending from heaven or in a cloud. The third book in this series is The Queen of Song and Souls. The heroine has now come into her power. She's come into her own. I start off with photography, which we always do. Just curl your fingers around it. Let's try that, but look out and be powerful. She's holding an orb of great power, and I instructed the model to come across that way. I just wanted that sense of power and majesty. I love working with exotic costume, and I love working with exotic elements. Dragonborn by Jade Lee is about a woman who is incubating a dragon, so I wanted her to look powerful. And I really, really wanted to get that sense of exotica with its color and its costume. When I do a hot guy on the cover, I want to be in that scene. I want to be held in that embrace. When everything comes together in one shot, I'm feeling it, and I get that little tingle. I know that that's right. I do a lot of Harlequin historical books, and what I love about the historicals is the accuracy which they are seeking. They feel that the readers care about what goes on the jacket. Taking a look at The Vanishing Viscountess, all the elements in the room are accurate to the period. Originally, we had a clawfoot bathtub in it, and I was told that it wasn't invented until the mid-19th century. So we removed it. On Taken by the Viking, we have Viking beds and headboards in museums, so I worked from that. The background is a tapestry, which is from fragments of a known tapestry, and furs on the bed and Viking fabrics seemed to me to be appropriate. I've always been a fan of the kind of novel that showed the woman taking control, the swordswoman, the highwayman who's really unmasked as a woman. I think that that kind of imagery is becoming extremely acceptable. Costumes get to be tough, the women get to be powerful. When I get one, I feel like it's getting candy. It's just so much fun. This series, Key to Conflict and Key to Conspiracy by Talia Griffin, always has Key in its name because the character's name is Gillian Key. She is a former Marine who is also a psychiatrist whose patients are paranormal beings such as vampires. She's supposed to physically be a tiny little blonde. So I wanted to show the toughness of this female. Knight's Lady is a time-traveling historical and is also very subtly fantasy. She has escaped from the castle at this point and has cut her dress to a length that she would feel is easier to fight in. She's stolen a dagger and is barefoot. The author puts in the grimy, gritty historical detail that you don't often see. You know these people are unwashed. They wish they'd had antibiotics with them. They wish that they had toothpaste. You can get a feel of what it would like to really time travel. Everybody puts themselves into the book that they're reading. As an artist, I feel that it is my role to capture what I have read and what I hope the author is trying to say as perfectly as possible. I must be doing a good job of it because many authors have written to me to tell me that I have depicted their characters in their world precisely as they envisioned them. And that always makes me feel really good.